Bringing it back. How many of y'all remember this? Yeah, setting it off just like that. Music got energy behind it, definitely. So I'm about to get ready to start this video, this content. I gotta find what I'm looking for so I get my subject matter in order. But welcome everyone. My name is Mark Fuller. This is TeamAlliance. I'm hanging out in New York City right now, Brooklyn style. Weather kind of funny acting. It was cooler, now it's warmer. My lighting is not what I would prefer it to be right now because of where I'm positioned. But we're gonna try to make it work. But let me get my content together. I'll be right back. Y'all sit tight. Okay, so I have some very important content actually to go over today. Hope the background noise is not too much. I'm in the city, so you know you got a lot of noise and stuff going on in the background. But this is an educational video. What's the secret to winning long-term with NADEX binary options? Of course, I'm going to talk specifically about NADEX because that's the platform of choice that we are using on TeamAlliance, myself, and everyone who I'm training. What is the secret to being able to win long-term? The reason that that's an important question and something that warrants, you know, discussion is because the key to doing anything long-term is patience, of course, but slowing it down. Slowing it down. The process that you're using, you have to slow down. You cannot be in a rush to try to get somewhere that you're trying to get to, and you're not willing to wait for it to come to you through the process. Hope that makes sense. The key to winning long-term with NADEX in particular, you got to slow down your process. And then you have to you have to really lower your expectation. I think many people have too high of an expectation, but they're not willing to match up what they do as far as training and developing where they need their skill to be to match up with what their expectation is. And this is a very big problem for you. It's going to be a major problem for you if you don't align those two things together. You got to match your level of skill with what your expectation is. And in my opinion, you should lower your expectation and work on increasing your skill. So this way, there's a huge, huge disparity between what you're capable of doing and what you expect to take place from the market. Understand that we're dependent on the market from the perspective of allowing the market to dictate to us when is the appropriate time to enter trades, when is the appropriate time to stay completely out of the market. The market has to reveal this information to us. If you try to force these things on your own, you're going to fail because you're not in control of what the market does. So you cannot force the market to do anything, one, and you cannot box in the market to a strategy that you want to force on the market at the time. This is important stuff. Like this video right here, this is probably the most powerful video that I've made so far, because I'm touching on things that are going to allow you to do this long term. Long term means as your career. Long term means indefinitely, as long as NADEX is around, as long as the markets are around, and the markets are going to be around forever. Markets ain't going nowhere. Everything that we do is based on money and currency, so the markets are not going anywhere. NADEX has provided us with an opportunity through their platform to capitalize on our understanding of the market. For that, I'm grateful. For that, we should all be grateful, because it allows us to make money. But I'm explaining to you that you need to slow it down. Stop rushing. Stop feeling like you have to be there in a month. Whatever your goal or your expectation is over the next 30 to 60 days, instead of limiting that goal or that expectation to 30 to 60 days, spread it out over a year and a half, 18 months. So what you wanted to take place in 2 months, give yourself 18 months instead. That's what I mean by slow it down. And this is why when you hear me talk about, things like starting with $100 on NADEX and building that up to wherever you want to take it. Why do I suggest that? I suggest that because there's no reason for you to start with any more than that if you still have not developed the skill that you need to profit in the market consistently. If you still don't have the skill that you need, I don't care what you start with, you're going to lose. Like, you're going to lose whatever you start with. I would much rather you start very small and build that slowly. Slow it down. Slow it down. Spread it out over time. Stop rushing into this imaginary world that you're living in, thinking that things are supposed to be a certain way in 3 months. You're not even giving yourself enough time to train, many of you. And I'm not talking about all of my students. I'm just talking about people in particular that come through, the process of training with us, and eventually they just leave. If you give up on training and learning the skill, you're going to give up on everything else. And you probably have already given up on everything else. That's why you came in the first place. And I'm really just making this video more so to help you to learn how to deal with you. Like, people don't realize that the first thing that you're learning is how to deal with yourself. You think you're learning about the market. No, the market is teaching you about yourself. The market is exposing you to yourself. That's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow. So I understand why people give up and quit, because they can't deal with themselves. They cannot deal with what has actually been shown to them about themselves. So they run from it. They leave. They quit. They give up. And I don't want this to be you guys. I know that many of you, you come into this information through my videos and through my content online. You see that I don't play any games with this. Like, I'm very serious about what I do. I'm very serious about trading and being profitable. And I'm also very serious about training other people to duplicate what I do, because my process has been and is very disciplined. There are days when I don't take a trade because of how the market is conducting itself. If the market tells me you're not trading today, I'm not trading today. I'm not going to insist. Nah, forget that. I'm going to find me a trade. For what? That's exactly how you guys end up losing your money. You deviate away from the process. You got to slow it down. Slow it down. So this is the key. This is the key. The secret to winning long term with NADEX, with any instrument that you trade, with any platform that you're on. The secret to winning long term is to slow it down. Slow down your process, lower your expectation, and just slow your roll and give yourself time to train and to learn the skill that you're in the process of acquiring and developing and cultivating. You need time. Give yourself the time that you need. All right. So hopefully this was a good video. I know that it is. I know that this content and this information is valuable for you. This is stuff that I get feedback from people about. So I know exactly what to touch on and to talk about in these videos. So take advantage of the educational content that I'm putting out. The playlist for it should be underneath this video in the description box. If you want to train with me, you want to join us on TeamAlliance, send me a text message, 914-979-2317. You can also reach out to me faster by sending me a friend request on Facebook. Just let me know that you want to get into training with us, and I'll get you all set up. All right. So other than that, those of you looking to train, I'll see you in training soon. Everyone else, continue to enjoy the educational content. Continue to educate yourself. And, you know, self-awareness is important. That's a whole nother video. Let me not even get started with that. So, you know, you just got to learn how to deal with yourself. Learn how to control yourself. Slow down the process. All right. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance. You guys be safe out there. I'll holler at you soon. Let me know. You know, you want to get into training? Just let me know. Peace.